Okay, so here we are now. So what I am going to do is now it's time to connect ourselves, like how Orion is going to get command from me, from Manish, right, as an end user or as the uh, instructor of the whole agentic system. So here I am, Manish, as the end user. Now I'm going to set up a Slack channel where I and Orion is going to interact. This could have been WhatsApp as well, but we saw that WhatsApp is facing some issues. Those It's not an API based connection actually. It's just a unipile kind of thing based on connection side. So we are not going to run through that. What we'll do is we'll simply go with Slack, which is a primary platform where we all are existed over there. So we are connected to Slack. Slack will connect to Make, and Make will further connect to Orion, right? So Orion through his API. So let's go and quickly set up the entire thing. So first of all, let's go to Slack, because we will need anyway somewhere a portion, or let's say some sort of a space where we have to talk to this master agent, right, and get things done. I wish WhatsApp would have been there, but it's not actually. It's not working effectively. It'll get stuck. So let's move it here, and then let's create a new channel. So we'll just work one within the channel itself. I'll say create channel, and here I can go ahead and with this, I'll say Orion, um, Orion AI, for example, let's say, or Orion agent, something like that, right? Click public, that's fine. Skip for now. This is our channel got set up. That is step number one. So whenever I'm going to send any message over here, it should be delivered to Orion via the API, and the middle platform is going to be make.com. Now let's go to make as well, and let's set up a quick connection. It's going to be pretty straightforward process. So let's go for admin. Okay, some credential issue. Let's get move this part. So sorry, I could not log in there. Let's do this again. Click save, sign in, and we are here. Okay, perfect. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Okay, it's taking a little while. Meanwhile, if you remember, we set up couple of credentials for, or took the API key, everything for Orion. So we just parked them here in last video. So the API endpoint, auth key, and how the request should be sent to Orion. Now let's go to our organization, which is admin grows tax. Then we can head to create a scenario. We are going to create scenario where first we will watch any new incoming message within Slack. So let's click create folder, sorry, create a scenario. I'll go here and I'll put Slack, add this. If you remember last time we did watch events, right, for the instant trigger. So click on this, click on say playbook name, talk to Orion, right, and then new channel message, because I created a new channel, and that's a public channel. And then we should search Orion agent is the channel name. Click save, and we are good. Let's save that. I'll say talk to Orion, and then click run once. Let's give it a try. I am going to send a message. Hey, I sent a message there. See, the hey came here. So whatever I sent here, it is delivered on this particular scenario. Now the second level, what we will do is click on this and click on just choose HTTP. HTTP is for the open API calls. So click on HTTP over here. Then we'll scroll down a little bit. We'll say make a request. So click on make a request, and then from here we are going to put the API URL of Orion. So go here. This is the API that we got from Orion. So if you remember, if not, let's do a quick recap. So we were here on this, and then we went to Orion's setting, and then here at the bottom of the trigger is something called build your own triggers. It's called API. We clicked on this API, we found this endpoint URL. Simply copy this, and method should be post. So let's go to HTTP over here. We pasted everything here, and see it says API this relevance latest agent trigger, and we'll say post. Then we have to add two headers over here. So headers are going to be first of all the authorization. So we are going to add header as authorization. We'll add the API key that we generated. Let's click generate again, click copy, paste here. Then second header is going to be here, which called content type application JSON. copy this. See this small h that is called header actually. So API JSON, that's fine. Paste it here. And then we have a whole body. So here we say body type is raw, content type is application JSON, and then we can also do parse, that's fine. Let's go here. This is the whole body structure that we have. Agent AI by default is coming from there itself, but if you want, let's say, you can simply copy this whole body structure as well. So click on copy, it's copied. Maybe let's do it in a better way. Perfect. See here, so whole body comes here like this. Message, role is user, absolutely fine. This content should be the text that is coming from the Slack message, because that's going to be command from our side to Orion. Agent ID, keep it as it is, because like the agent will stay here itself, right? So it'll be like it's already generated from Orion, so it already has this Orion's ID itself. We don't need to change it. And finally, along with this, we will also add another variable that is called conversation ID. So I'll say conversation underscore ID, and then colon, 2 colons, and let's go here. See, remember this step, this is a little important step. Let's click on publish changes. Now, in case if you wanted to carry on the same conversation, so Orion knows, let's say if you tell him create event, what happens? It's going to create an event, right? Then you say, okay, modify that event. But if that is another task, that's a second task, then it will not know what was the first task, and there is no connectivity between first and second. So what happens actually is, when you ask Relevance AI agents to work upon something, they consider that thing as one task. See here, so let's say if you go on this untitled task, this was the task that we asked him to do, let's say on certain things. Now what happened actually is, this Orion guy created a new task, and see here currently it's an active task, nothing is happening at this point. It happened 16 minutes ago. I can mark this as complete, but what will happen actually, it may restart everything. If you remember the concept of thread ID, the same thread ID on ChatGPT assistant applies over here. So we should let's say maintain the same conversation track everywhere, right? So over here, if you'll see this last string of this whole URL, after that couple of search queries are getting started, this part is the actual thread ID or the conversation ID that we are getting from this Orion on this particular task, right? So we always want it to keep on carrying this particular thread itself. So if I click on this, I'll just say conversation ID is this, and now we are good. So content type, this is also fine. Okay, all these are not error actually. Click save here as well, and let's run that again. Now this time I'm going to send something, create an event after or maybe at 7 p.m. today with myself. Just for now I'll keep it, subject line is explore the Mumbai tourist places. Hit enter, let's see what happens. So it will come, see this triggered message went here, and now a new task started over here. Okay, explore Mumbai is going to create an event, and this task got changed. See here, so I told you earlier, now this part, it was a different task and now it is a new task. But if I send another message from Slack saying that, okay, tell me some places to visit Mumbai or something, in that case it will just forget what I asked earlier if it is going to be a new task altogether. So what I have to do is, I'll have to get this conversation ID. That's very important. Okay, it's conversation ID actually. I would have mistyped it, and that's why I didn't go. So I'll just get rid of this conversation ID. Let's go to Orion. Now we are here. This is the ID of my whole conversation. I can start from this 90, the last part of this whole ID, like wherever we have until some variables and before the question mark. I can simply add the same ID over here. Click save and done. Perfect. So now the entire conversation will happen over here. Let's see what happened with the 7 p.m. time. Oh, nothing came. Strange. Event has been sent to you with details. Nice. What Mike did actually on this. Let's check out. So Mike actually created this event, but not very sure with what kind of details. Let's see. 26/4. Okay, it is 26 only, but there is no such event. Why not? Strange. Maybe let me refresh my calendar. No, 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 no. Explore Mumbai tourist places. Let me try and search that particular event if it is there. Nope, it is not found. It's pretty strange. Why? Because we have this 2 hours event. Just explore this. Explore Mumbai. Maybe we'll have to take a look on this. But yeah, according to him, the event was created and it is being sent to whoever it was supposed to. But yeah, the whole idea is, we'll check this later on, but the whole idea is we were interacting with this right now. If I talk to this guy again, I'll say I don't see the event in my calendar, can you please check? If I send this message, see what happens. So Slack would have run on make.com. Here we are. There are 2 tasks. This should reach over here anytime soon. Let's see what happened on make. Oh, our scenario was turned off. Let's turn it on, process all data. This would go here. Perfect. See, this message came to Orion on the same chat thread, right? That's why we defined this conversation ID. I don't see this event. Now, what did it ask to the mic? Let's see. It would have asked, like, okay, can you check this and get me the event, whether it is there or not. So a couple of tasks are happening in the background. View conversation. This generally takes a little. Check if event explore the Mumbai tourist places has been created in the calendar or not. It appears no such event is there. See? So it says Mike responded, no such event. Would you like me to create one? Mike is asking to Orion. Okay, and then Orion asked me further back. So okay, this is how the whole conversation is going to be, right? Now, we did one part of it, right? And let's me do one more thing. See here, there are a couple of events coming in. So what we have to do is pretty simple. We should restrict the boat IDs. So if you remember last time we had a concept, boat ID does not exist. So only the message which are posted by myself should be considered into this particular channel, not everything. Perfect. So this is good. Now, where Orion is going to reply me, right? That's a big question. So I'll say one thing over here. This is my scenario number 1. Now, what I'll say, Orion can reply me on through another tool. So for example, if I go back, I have to create a universal tool over here, or maybe inside Orion, that's fine. Click tools, click here, new tool, and then here I'll have to create second scenario. The second scenario is going to be where I will watch or I'll get data on a particular webhook and post that back on the Slack. So I'll just say Orion's reply, something like this, right? And then here I'll say it's going to be a custom webhook. Webhook and the custom webhook. This is also an instant trigger. I'll say here I'll make it a reply from Orion. Click save. We are good. We got this particular address. Click save. For now we are good. Let's save it. When we go here, we build a new tool. We will have to give it a name. So Orion's reply back to Slack, right? Now we'll have to add a couple of steps. So first of all, we'll say add a text over here, and text can be, I will give it a name called result. So whatever result came from this guy, the Orion, then the result will be sent to Slack. Second step I'm going to add, so this is the input step number 1. Step number 2, over here we have add step, and here we say see, there should be something called run a request API. This is going to be post method because we are going to post something on a webhook. This is our hook URL. Headers, we don't want anything. Body, we want raw body. And here we can define this result over here. So result is basically the output generated from Orion. Sorry, from Orion, right? And maybe let's give it a try. We can test some sort of a result. Hey, Orion here, and now this result will have this particular value. So let's go test this step. If I run once, see, hey, Orion here, it got back. So perfect. I think we are good with this one. Now this tool is created. It says Orion's reply back to Slack, and I can simply publish this particular app. I'll have to define this result variable on our Orion instruction. Plus we'll also have to say you should send reply to this one. Publish changes, good. And let's go back to Orion. So this tool is created. Orion is here. Click edit agent, click on instruction or click on tools. Tool, see, we created this tool, we have it here. Click on add. So the tool is added over here with Orion. Core instruction, we should say send output to WhatsApp. Instead of WhatsApp, we'll say, okay, so let's check where, okay. Okay, one sec. Let me see via Slack using, and here we can put this tool name called Orion's reply back to Slack. Right, so this is our master thing, right? This tool receive task from Slack. I think that's fine. Receive task. This is also okay. Delegation is fine. Monitor progress is fine. Assist with task execution. This is internal within the subagents. We don't have to do anything. Handle results. Okay. Return output to Manish via on WhatsApp instead of that on Slack using this one, right? Additional questions, whatever you wanted to ask. Notify Manish and task is completed, delivered via. Again, I just so I copied it from here on the top, and then I'm keep on pasting everywhere. Efficiency tip only. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. On Slack, this is done. Maintain a consistent this thing. This is done. Okay, perfect. Let's check if there is a WhatsApp left. Yeah, over here. That's fine. Let's get rid of this as well. Send output to Slack using this particular tool. So wherever we had this tool name, we have simply defined that, and result should be obviously the result. So we'll say send output to Slack using mark the output as result, or maybe let me check if the variable reference is required or not at all. Inputs, no, there is nothing to refer. Let's check in tools. No, it's not part of the result as a tool. That's fine. Let's give it a try as result. I just mapped this variable, so now we know how our output is going to be, right? So that's it. We added a tool. We updated a couple of instructions where we said get the task from Manish from Slack and reply him back on Slack using this particular tool. Click publish changes, and now it should maintain the whole hierarchy, whole conversation. So okay, now let's go back. This part is done. So whenever Orion is going to reply us, we will get reply over here. Now what we have to do, we will send this reply to Slack on this particular channel. What we can do, simply come here, we'll say Slack, choose Slack, and then here we have create a message. This looks good. We will select our channel, that is Orion. So I'll say Orion agent is here. Text is the value coming from here, and then click save. That's it. I can simply turn this on, save. That's fine. Let's send another message. I'll say the same thing from here, and let's see what happens. So the scenario 1 would have triggered already. Okay, see, the Orion now got a message from me. I don't see event in my calendar. What it did, it delegated the particular task to Mike, the calendar manager. Mike is going to check, and he obviously will say, no, there is no such event found, right? So let's see, Mike is working now on this. I hope this Loom will not crash. Okay, see here, it appears there is no event. Orion provided an update. What happened here? Did that work? No, it didn't work. Okay. Okay, let me do one thing. I'll have to ask it here. Send this output to me at Slack. Using tool. Let's see what it does. And this is the slightly complicated part, little more technical thing. Okay. Orion's reply back to Slack. I have sent output on Slack. Perfect. See here. So this output was sent, and it appears there is no event scheduled at this time. Who said that? Okay, so it was actually Orion who said that. Let's set up a kind of image for him. So what I can do is I will go to image kit. Guys, nothing important over here for you, but like you can add an image or something, media library. I can give it a name, maybe this kind of image, copy URL. That's what I had here. Click save, and even I can give it a name as well. Go to Slack. At the bottom there is something called this. I'll give it a name, Orion. Click save. That's done. Okay, now let's interact one more time. So here I say, okay, please create the particular event and inform me once done. I sent this. Let's check if the Orion got it. Okay, perfect. Our thing came here. As soon as it comes, it is instructed to Mike that, yeah, Mike, please go ahead and create the event. See the conversation, what's happening with Mike's hand. So, okay, nothing is visible at this point. So Mike is working to create that particular event. And then once it is done, we asked him, inform me once done. So now it should do its own good job. Okay, I'll maybe let it, let's keep on running this. Successfully created in here. Email notification has been sent, and I have informed you on the Slack. The event titled, this has been successfully created at 7 p.m. Nice, looks good. And let's check what happened in our calendar as well. Let me refresh and see. Oh, let's get rid of this. Not sure, we don't want to search anything. Hit enter, Google Calendar. No, that particular event is not yet there. How is saying it's created the event? Guys, so these are a couple of things which we have to be careful about, or we have to do a couple of testings. See, it says event is created. If we go on this task performed in background, so here is the attendees, here's the duration. Join us, explore Mumbai tourist places, something like that. So, but somehow it says event is created, but it is not. So Mike gave an update to Orion. Event is created successfully today at 7 p.m. Maybe they are getting confused about the date or something. So let's give it another try. Okay, I will say, can you get me latest email from ICI? This is one of the center, one of the institution from where I generally get emails. So I said it, and then let's see what happens. So it's all happening on the same task. See here, I told him that, can you get latest email from ICI? It's delegated to Freddy. Freddy is working on that now. So Freddy would have sent a full request to Gmail. Sender email address contains ICI or something. Now Freddy is working on this with Gmail. He made the request. He's working behind this. Perfect. We got this email on 24th Feb. Looks good. Freddy provided update. Okay, let's see what happened. Send me the reply here on Slack. Okay, See, so this should get a quick update. Send me the reply here on Slack. I think we should not say this again and again, but what's happening actually is somehow it's not sending us responses back on Slack. We'll just have to correct some things. See here. So we got this whole email, latest email from ICI as follows: self-service, this thing and all. So yeah, this looks pretty good, right? The only thing we have to fix is about the sending on Slack part. Let's try this again. Oh, the tool is, where is the tool actually? Why it is not here, and why it's not, something is wrong with this tool, or maybe it's tools configuration with Orion. It says added here, but there is no tool appeared over here. Fine. And okay, this tool got, not sure. Let's click on this, hard refresh. Sorry, this video is getting too long, but we had to set up these critical steps over here. Edit agent, let's go to tools. Tool is here, that's fine. Orion, this is good. Receive task, okay. I think in this case from Manish, on the task to be executed, delegate task, this is fine. I added actually one more thing over here. It says once the task is processed, you must send output to Manish on the Slack channel. We even said it here, ensured efficient delegation, timely, this is fine. Always maintain clear communication on Slack using this tool. Send the final output of the task to Slack. Okay, always using Orion supply tool, right? So we just rephrased it or reinsisted it, but let's see what happens. That's fine. This should also come as additional instruction. Let's see what happens. So click save. Tool is working fine. That's how it is able to send the request over there. Okay, get me the events scheduled in my calendar for today. Hit enter. Now see what it got. Get me the event scheduled on my calendar for today. Now Orion is working on that. Orion is going to define what's happening around, and then it will get us retrieve all details of events scheduled on user calendar. Perfect. Dedicated to Mike. View conversation, what's happening between Mike and Orion. So it says attendee, that's true, this is fine, this is fine. It's today's date. Now it is going to get all the calendar events. Perfect. No event scheduled for 26 Feb. Strange, I have one event already here. So somehow we have to read like tweak it in a proper way. I think it's referring to a wrong calendar or something. Okay, that's fine. No event scheduled, and this thing also not getting in. Okay, let's troubleshoot in the next video, and I hope that if your thing are working perfectly fine, no need to watch the next one, but let's fix a couple of things in the next video. Thank you.